Hi, I am Audrey-Hayes, and I am auditioning for the role of Jacklyn-Thomas, The Daughters of Hustle by M.D. Morris. I am currently living in Tampa, Florida. I am a very caring person, very giving person, dedicated, loyal, and very outgoing. I have a big mouth, and I love being an actress. I'm also a nurse practitioner in real life, so I'm definitely a very caring person. I think my best 3 traits, I'm ambitious, very driven, well, that's the same as ambitious, loyal, and I have a lot of charisma. My temper, my mood swings, and I make snap decisions sometimes. What really got me wanting to audition for the role of Jacqueline is I was reading about her character, and I like the fact that Jacqueline is a teacher, so she's extremely educated, which I am an educated professional, but Jacqueline also has a very sexy, seductive side. She's kind of like a cougar, so I can associate with that. That's why I wanted to audition for the role of Jacqueline. I am extremely excited about The Daughters of Hustle because after having many conversations with M.D. Morris and really looking into the depths of the book and what it is about, I am extremely passionate about women's rights, about domestic violence, sex education, teaching young women the right thing to do, and this book kind of wraps everything up into one, and I absolutely am so excited about the message that MD is trying to put out there and just how young women are treated. And I have such a big voice and have so much to say when it comes to wanting to help young women, and I think this is going to be my opportunity to really get this out there. I think the biggest thing and the biggest reason, other than wanting to inspire other young women, is I personally myself am a victim and survivor of domestic violence. I am a domestic violence advocate. I've helped numerous women get through some very, very rough times and help them out of some nasty situations. And I want to use my role as Jacklyn-Thomas and also being a part of the Daughters of Hustle to show women that you can get out of a bad relationship, and you don't always have to be stuck in that, and you don't always have to be stuck in a rut, and you can make something of yourself. I want to show women what they can do. So, I am 36 years old. Like I said, I live in Tampa, Florida. I work as a nurse practitioner. Been a nurse for a little over 20 years. I've been in the acting, modeling industry since I was 13, on and off. I am also part of the mother-daughter team with my daughter, Aurora-Daniels. Right now we are keeping ourselves very, very busy here in Florida. We're a pretty hot topic. We're actually in the works of talking to some producers about doing a reality show about the two of us. We are the only mother-daughter acting, modeling team in the entire world, which is absolutely awesome. I am so proud of the young lady my daughter has become. I think it's phenomenal that her and I get to work together and do these things, because I don't know many moms that can say that. Also, deep insight to who I am as a person. This is a good trait, but it can be a bad trait too. I have such a big heart. I'm a very, very caring person. I think that's one reason I am still working as much as I am as a nurse, because more than anything, I want to help other people. When I got out of my relationship as a domestic violence victim, I went to a domestic violence shelter. I was there for about 2 years in counseling, group counseling, individual counseling, and it is just unremarkable what those women did for me and then what we did for each other. And I made a promise to God that if I made it out of there and survived that, I would never stop helping other women. Not for anything, but just to give back and help them, because I personally know what it feels like to be in their situation. I hate more than anything hearing people say, well, why doesn't she just leave? Or why can't they just get out of that situation? Because unless you're walking in that person's shoes, you should never say that, because we never know what kind of life somebody is in.
What does your character Jacqueline do for a living?
Jacqueline is an organic chemistry teacher.
What color would you associate your character with, and why?
Hot pink, because she's a sexy cougar.
How is Jacqueline like you?
I think Jacklyn-Thomas is like me because she's educated, which I personally am a very educated individual. Yet she has a wild side to her, and she is having a secret affair that's kind of sultry, and she's very seductive, and I can relate to that because at work I have to be the smart, professional, but I love to have fun, and I can associate with Jacqueline. Oh, that's a great question. Just from reading book 1, I'm saying it probably takes place within the last few years. Mm-hmm. Because they're talking about Gucci, Prada, Cartier, things like that. Those are all in this era. I think so, yeah.
Why?
Because she's an educated woman, and she's obviously attractive, and I hang out with attractive people.
What is your character's most positive trait?
Her intelligence, and she wants to help young people.
If your character had one wish, what would it be and why?
If my character had one wish, to get the man that she's seducing.
Okay, thank you, Audrey.
Thanks. Good question. I think the Daughters of Hustle is trying to get out there and show the world what really goes on and happens to young women. There are hundreds of movies about male gangs and young males growing up in the inner city, but there are no great movies or TV shows or anything about what really goes on and what young women have to go through when they're growing up in that type of environment. So I think it's awesome that we're going to put this out there and show the world what young women really have to go through.
Is there anything you want to say to MD?
Yes. I am so excited to work with you on all of this, the book and the public service campaigns that we're going to work on, and I cannot even begin to tell you how excited I am to be a part of all of this. I think it's going to be epic.